Welcome back to World of Immersion. Today's video is definitely going to be an interesting one, as we are ranking the top 20 original theme park characters. Now I know in the thumbnail it does say ride characters, but today, for the sake of this video, we're going to be doing original characters made just for the park or the specific ride. There are a ton of great original characters out there all over the theme park world, and you'll see a lot of different variety of characters with great personalities, as well as a lot of characters who have a lot of backstory to them. Today's video is a very fun one to make, so make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications, as we're going to be posting a lot more frequently this coming summer and you won't want to miss it. Make sure to comment down below if I miss any characters or if you're surprised by any original characters on this list. And with that being said, let's just dive right into that ranking. Coming in at number 20, we have Captain Red from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. Now this animatronic debuted in 2018. She became a part of the new auction scene that became new, and she definitely steals the show with her character performance. She is kind of seen as that lead auctioneer, and she appears in both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. Overall though, just nice that Disney added an original character to an all-time classic of an attraction. Coming in at number 19, we have Higgledy from the new Battle at the Ministry. Now Higgledy actually appears in animatronic form in the Battle at the Ministry queue. She is an original Harry Potter themed character as a house elf, and she does play somewhat of a major role in the Battle at the Ministry storyline. She is captured by Umbridge in the ride, but in the end she does help recapture Umbridge. And I do like how she is a supporting character for the ride. However, I wish she appeared in more physical animatronic form like the queue, but still awesome that they created an original house elf for this ride. And coming in at number 18, we have the Matterhorn Yeti. Now this is one of the more iconic original characters on this list, and you do see him 2 times throughout the ride on either side of the track. He is a very menacing character, a perfect fit for this coaster. Obviously, he takes place in the Matterhorn, so it does make sense you would find a Yeti animatronic inside. A very fluid animatronic and one of the scarier ones on this list. But coming in at number 17, we have Captain Beck from Rise of the Resistance. Now in this list, this is definitely where the original characters get more involved and have more of a personality. You first see Captain Beck in the pre-show for the ride on that spaceship, and he has one of the longer audio cues, a very fluid animatronic. He is the same species as Admiral Akbar from the Star Wars franchise, and he does a great job at help immersing you in this story. Especially when you're captured by the First Order, he does a very good job at convincing you are in real danger. And then when you get on the ride, he is your narrator for the first half of the ride, and he has so much of a presence that you kind of know his personality by the end, and you do in fact see him in animatronic form at the end of the ride. And I definitely think Disney did a great job of adding an original character that helps add to the story of Rise of the Resistance. And coming in at number 16, we have the Yeti from Expedition Everest. When I was mentioning the backstory of these characters in the beginning of the video, this is what I was talking about. The entire theme of the coaster is centered around that Himalayan folklore and this Yeti specifically. And in the backstory of the actual ride, the Yeti is the guardian of this forbidden mountain and attacks the trains that intrude on its territory. And in the entire queue, you see different props and objects that were from the Yeti encounters that were ripped up and destroyed, and it's just a great way of building anticipation and backstory for this character and the ride. Even in that lift hill section, you go through a small mountain and you see a painting of this Yeti, and it's sort of like a tease of your later encounter with the physical animatronic of the Yeti. And I do wish this physical animatronic still worked today, because if you see the behind the scenes of it actually swiping down, I guess, it is one of the most terrifying things of all time. But just a great job at building up a character's backstory and such an iconic character. And coming in at number 15, we might have an unfamiliar original character for some people, and that is Tony Solaroni from Tokyo Disneyland. You can find this character in animatronic form as the alien chef and host of Pan Galactic Pizza Port. And when I went into Tomorrowland inside of Tokyo Disneyland, I was very shocked to see an animatronic and a backstory for this character. And I know a lot of Disney fans consider him a classic original character alongside other characters that we'll see on this list. But you can see him when you first look up when you walk into that quick service pizza place, and he's basically that intergalactic pizza making entertainer, and he performs while guests are eating. There is an entire backstory for him too, which I love. I love how these small original animatronic characters have this deep backstory and lore. But basically, to summarize, he was assigned to Earth to operate the giant pizza making machine, which produces pizzas for customers throughout the solar system, which is so cool and fits super well for the Tomorrowland theme. Overall though, just a great original character, and we have a similar one coming up next. And coming in at number 14, we have Sunny Eclipse over at the Magic Kingdom. Now, a lot of people call Sunny Eclipse the equivalent to Tony Solaroni, and they do have striking similarities. He has a completely different role though. He is also an animatronic alien, but he is a lounge singer at Cosmic Rays Starlight Cafe. And obviously, like Tony, he has a lot of deep background and lore. He's from the planet Zork, and he performs with his invisible backup singers, the Space Angels. And he became the resident entertainer of Earth's franchise of Cosmic Rays. And I don't know how many songs he has, but there is a lot of songs that he performs while guests are eating, and I absolutely love it. It's one of the greatest interactive animatronics in that it gets guests to look off their phones and kind of just watch him perform in front of them. And in between songs, he even talks out normally, and he's just a great interactive character. I absolutely love coming to this quick service location just to see Sunny Eclipse perform a couple of songs. And coming in at number 13, we have Jose from the Tiki Room. Now this is the leader of the birds for the Tiki Room. He's from South America, and in the show, he actually introduces everything and keeps the other birds organized while cracking jokes the whole time, and he sings. It's obviously a very long show. The Tiki Room is a very famous show at Disneyland. So you do get to spend a lot of time with this animatronic and kind of see his personality. I think he's one of the better attraction hosts for all these shows. And I love how he interacts with all the other birds and all those comedic exchanges. It's super funny. And I definitely need to go back out there and see the show again because it's super iconic, and Jose is definitely the star of the show. And coming in at number 11, we have Lord Henry Mystic over at Mystic Manor. Mystic Manor is one of the greatest dark rides ever created, and I think a lot of that is because of these original characters, and one of them being Lord Henry Mystic. In the context of the story, he is a wealthy British explorer, adventurer, and archaeologist, and he collects a lot of rare artifacts from around the world. And in the ride, you're kind of invited to explore his mansion while he's away. But I think what makes him stand out is his personality. He's a very curious and adventurous type of guy. And I like how in the queue you can see paintings of him, and it builds up that lore very well. And you can see him in the ride in animatronic form, and definitely one of the more likable original characters here. And moving on to number 11, we have Victoria Frankenstein over at the new Monsters Unchained attraction. Now this is our second original character from Epic Universe, and honestly, just super well done. The Frankenstein name is one of the most famous names and families in all of fiction, so when they created this original character, they knew they had to do it very well. And Victoria Frankenstein definitely is the highlight of this ride. She is the great-great-granddaughter of Victor Frankenstein, and unlike her ancestor, she believes these monsters can be understood and controlled through science. And when you're in that castle, you can see her conducting experiments on these different monsters in the queue and obviously in the ride. She also acts as the host for the attraction when she invites guests into her laboratory. And you see her in physical animatronic form as she leads the pre-show with a very long audio cue, one of the most fluid animatronics. And you also see her twice in physical animatronic form on the ride, and you see her on the screens. And she definitely has those Frankenstein qualities where you can see her ambition and curiosity for science, and it's just absolutely amazing to see. I was definitely surprised at how much I like this character, and I can't believe that she's an original. It just blows my mind at how good Universal created this character. But now we're getting into the top 10, and at number 10 we have Dr. Seeker from Dinosaur. Now this is an extinct attraction as of a couple months ago, but just such an iconic original character that I thought he deserved to make this list. He was in Animal Kingdom in the ride Dinosaur, and he appeared in the pre-show as a scientist at the Dino Institute. And throughout the ride, he used to guide guests through the dinosaur era. And on closing day of this ride, he had a lot of fans that I didn't know even existed. He had multiple fans dress up as him, and the actor came back one last time to ride this ride before it closed forever. But the reason fans love him so much is just because he had such a great performance as a pre-show host and a narrator on the ride. He is kind of a very excitable character, and has so many famous quotes that a lot of people recognize outside of the ride. And definitely one of the more underrated characters, and I'm very sad to see that he's no longer a part of the Disney parks. But coming in at number 9, we have the Dream Finder from the old Journey into Your Imagination. Now somehow, the Dream Finder is one of the most iconic Disney characters of all time, even though he is very short-lived, I feel like, as an original character. And in the ride, the Dream Finder traveled aboard his flying machine, the Dreamcatcher, collecting ideas, dreams, stories, music, and creativity from all around the universe. And I do think the concept of the original Journey into Your Imagination ride was very good, and they had the right idea. He also created and befriended Figment, the small purple dragon that is the icon of Epcot. He was also the attraction's host and guide, and I do think a lot of people just loved his whimsy personality and that he was just a fun and iconic character. I personally never got to ride this attraction, so I never got to see the Dream Finder in animatronic form. But I do think it is one of Disney's best original characters just because they created a character with so much life and personality, and I do wish I got to see him in person. I am very sad I didn't. But coming in at number 8, we have Dr. Nigel Channing. Now, I talked a little bit about Dr. Nigel Channing as a narrator in the other video, and I absolutely do think this character is just awesome. And just like the Dreamfinder, he serves as the host for the Journey into the Imagination ride, and he's the tour through the Imagination Institute. And when Figment keeps interfering with the experiments and causing chaos, I think Nigel Channing's character is just super funny and how he reacts to all of it. And it felt like the actor just put so much passion into actually acting for this character. And when you're on the ride, I feel like you can definitely see that. For the ride, he has a more ordinary scientific approach to imagination, and Figment helps unlock that. But I do think he is definitely the star of the show. He is one of the best parts of the ride, and I absolutely love this original character. And coming in at number 7, we have the Phantom animatronic over at the Phantom Manor. Now, the Phantom character has one of the deepest backstories in all of Disney lore. He is the ghostly owner of the Phantom Manor, and in the backstory, he refuses to let his daughter, Melanie Ravenswood, marry, and all of her love interests suddenly die randomly one by one. And Melanie ends up being trapped in that cycle of grief while the Phantom just haunts the house. It's just such a great backstory. And a lot of the lore is set up in the stretching room and in that hallway where you can see the paintings. And throughout the ride, you can see the Phantom kind of looming over Melanie Ravenswood, kind of haunting her. But the best part is towards the end of the ride, when you actually come face to face with the Phantom animatronic. He's an A1000 animatronic. He is super fluid. He has a very sinister personality, one of my favorites on the list. And in the ride, he is always laughing because he enjoys tormenting the guests and the manor's inhabitants. And I think it just perfectly fits that haunted theme of the ride. And definitely my favorite part of this ride. But coming in at number 6, we have Henry from the Country Bear Musical Jamboree. Now, this show is located in the Magic Kingdom, and Henry is the leader of the Country Bears and the host of the show. And not only does he appear in physical animatronic form with multiple audio cues, but he also introduces the acts of all the songs, comments on all the performances, as well as acts as the audience's guide through the show. He's honestly a very fluid animatronic and super underrated. And for me personally, I prefer that Country Bear music host. I think it's perfect. I love the theme of the show. And I like how at the end of each musical act, he kind of serves as the comedic relief and kind of leads you into the next song. It's very perfect. Another very likable original character. But now, kicking off the top 5, we have Albert the Monkey from Mystic Manor. With Mystic Manor, you get 2 amazing original characters, with Lord Henry Mystic, like we talked about earlier, and obviously the main character, Albert the Monkey. You see him in animatronic form numerous times throughout the ride, and his main personality in the ride is being very mischievous, as he rarely follows the instructions given to him throughout the ride. It's almost very funny from a guest perspective because he constantly wants to touch and explore everything, even though you know it's going to always lead to danger. And I think I just had to include him in the top 5 because you see him so much throughout the ride in animatronic form, as well as he is the main character of the ride and just has a very funny personality. And coming in at number 4, we have John from the Carousel of Progress. Now, as of the recording for this video, this show is about to undergo a major overhaul with completely new scenes. So I don't know what the future holds for this character, but I'm sure he'll still have a very big part as he is the main character of the show. And out of all the characters on this list, you definitely spend the most time with this character just because he appears in animatronic form I think 4 times and he speaks to you for very long each time. He famously serves as the host and narrator as guests move through 4 different eras of the 20th century. And throughout each scene, you become very familiar with his personality and you can see he is very optimistic about the inventions and technology for the future. And I like how relatable this character is. He is just a normal family man talking one-on-one to the guests. And I also like how he remains the constant guide for each era. So you can see kind of how the era develops around him, but he kind of just stays the same with his personality. This is one of the longest running original characters on this list, and he's super iconic, one of my favorites. But coming in at the top 3, I think you can choose any of these 3 original characters, and I wouldn't be mad. It just depends which original character you prefer. But coming in at number 3, we have Ed Euromouse at Europa Park. Now this is the first icon of a park that we have had on this list. He is the mascot of Europa Park and one of the most recognizable original theme park characters in Europe. And I think he clearly ranks top 3 in this list just because he appears everywhere. Shows, parades, merchandise, marketings, meet and greets. He appears literally everywhere. He now recently has appeared in animatronic form in the new ride. He's a very friendly and welcoming character, and with the new ride, he actually evolved into being an actual story character with a defined role as a racing legend and a mentor figure. I think just with him being one of the most iconic original characters and mascots in the world, he just had to have a place here in the top 3. Now, coming in at number 2, we have another icon of another company, which is Disney, and that is Figment of Epcot. Now, I think the reason Figment ranks one spot above Ed Euromouse is just because he has a lot more of a charming personality and a lot more just of a personality. I also think the ride that he is in Epcot does a lot better job at representing his personality and character than the one at Europa Park for Ed. His motto for the ride is being the imaginative character, and he is a very playful and carefree character. He loves to make jokes and kind of tease the guests. And kind of like Albert the Monkey, he likes to cause a lot of mischief. But not only does he have his own ride, he is also the icon for Epcot. So that means, like Ed, he appears everywhere within merchandise, meet and greets, and the ride. He is also one of the most beloved, if not the most beloved character by fans. I know that all of the new merchandise that drops of Figment instantly sells out. And even though I love Journey into Imagination with Figment, I do think he could use a better ride to express his personality. Because I know a lot of people don't love his character and think he might be a little bit annoying, but I do love it. I think this ride is great, and I do love Figment as a character and an icon. But he is not the best original character in my opinion, and that honor belongs to Pardoes over at Efteling. This is the last and final icon on this list, and he is the main original character of Efteling and one of Europe's most famous theme park characters. He does have an appearance on a ride which is Symbolica, and he is also a meet and greet walking character. But for me, why I put this at number 1 is just because I tend to like this character a lot more than the other two. I think the character's background and story is just a lot more interesting, and he's a lot cooler of a character to look at. Pardoes is a young magician jester, and kind of in theme with the magic of the park. He's very powerful with that magic, but is still learning, which occasionally gets him into trouble. He comes from that magical world of Symbolica and serves out that royal palace. And to me, that fairy tale theme of Efteling just is one of my favorites of all time. So I think this character embodying that fairy tale and magic theme is why he ranks at number 1 for me. Also to mention, he appears in audio animatronic form himself, and out of the 3 animatronics, this is easily the most fluid and coolest animatronic. So that's why Pardoes is my favorite icon and original character on this entire list, but let me know down below in the comments where you would rank these original characters and if I missed any. This was a very fun list to make, but also a hard list to kind of rank. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.